Parijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishadaginam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanda Namostate Taptakanjana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhana Sudhe Devi Pranamami Vancha Kalpadarubhasya Kripasindhubheva Paritanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhudale Shri Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prajayini Vishesha Shunyavadi Bhasyati Rishmani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radhara Shri Vasati Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. So we'll continue with 4th chapter, verse number 10. Vidaraga Vayakrodha Manmayamam Upashidaha Bahavo Jnana Tabasa Udamarthava Magadaha. Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me. So the 4th chapter, 9th sloka says about Janma karma chamedi vyam evam vedi tatvada tyakta deham punarjanma naidi mamedi. So Arjuna, Krishna's birth, appearance, activities are all transcendental, and once who knows in that truth will go back to him, right? So, and also we saw in 4.8 Paritranaya Sadhu, how Krishna says what are the reasons why Krishna appeared, right? So what are the 3 reasons why the Lord appears? One is
Dushta Sikshana.
Yeah, to kill the demons.
Shishta Rakshana.
So that means to kill the demons, to protect the devotees. Yes. So, and to establish dharma. So in that, all the 3, which one is the one? All 3.
To protect the devotees.
Which is the most important? Yeah, so to protect the devotees is the best, the main purpose. Rest, everything was secondary. So here it is said, after so many births, pure devotees, they take refuge in Krishna, and they know Krishna they get purified by knowledge, and they'll attain the transcendental love of Krishna. The gopis of Vrindavan were like that. So the 2 comparison is given is about devotees and Mayavadis. Okay, so which one do you think is a devotee? Which one is a Mayavadi? Bubbles and fish. It's an analogy.
Bubbles, Mataji.
Bubbles are the Nidhi Mataji?
They are the Mayavadis.
Yeah, bubble. Why do you say they are the Mayavadis?
Because they just come and then they appear and then they disappear. But fish in the ocean is the one who's not exactly merged with the water.
Yes.
That is why.
Yes, very good. So the bubbles, they get merged into the ocean. They burst and they get merged. But the fish, it has its identity, right? So it swims in the ocean and then it has its identity. Similarly, devotees, they have an identity. When they do devotional service, they don't get merged. But then bubbles, they merge to the ocean, and like Mayavadis want to become merged. But what happens to the bubbles? Again, they are bursted, again they are formed. Again, again rebirth is there. But the fish, they enjoy individuality, right? So fish is like the devotees, yes. And pure devotees. So pure devotees are like sharks. And why? Because it is said that they can dive into deeper part of the ocean. That means they can go to the pure devotional service, and whenever there is any volcano in the middle of the ocean or some disruption in the ocean, so many rivers flowing into the ocean, still the sharks doesn't get disturbed. That means pure devotees are like that. So we should try to become the fish in that. And here Prabhupada mentions the Bhakti Rasamrita in those 9 stages of devotional service. Ado Shraddha, Tado Sadhu Sangha, Tada Bhajana Kriya, Tado Anartha Nivrittisya, Tado Nishta, Ruchi, Tada Asaktis, Tado Bhava, Tada Prema Bhyudhanam Chapi. Sadhakanam Ayam Premna Pradhurbhave Bhavat Kramaha. So Ado Shraddha, first is faith, then Sadhu Sangha means devotee association, Bhajana Kriya. After that, we start our devotional service, chanting and Shravanam and all. And Anartha Nivrittisya, right? All the anarthas get washed away. Tada Nishta. So then become fixed. Then there is Ruchi, taste, and Asakti, so much attachment, and Bhava and Prema. Okay, so these are the 9 stages in devotional service. So these are the 9 stages. So Shraddha means faith. Then Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and Prema. So 9 types of devotional services: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmani, Vedanam, Idipam, Sarpita, Vishnu, Bhaktishan, Navalakshana. Navalakshana, the 9 forms of Bhakti. Prahlad Maharaj says in Canto Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th chapter, verse 23 to 24, he says about 9 type of devotional service. And so does anyone know who just by doing Shravana, only by Shravana? Whose example?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Very good. Parikshit Maharaj hearing from Shukadeva Goswami. Kirtanam?
Shukadeva Goswami.
Shukadeva Goswami, yes.
Mirabai.
Mirabai also is there. Smaranam? That means remembering.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Then, okay, Prahlad Maharaj. Then, Pada Sevanam?
Lakshmi ji.
Lakshmi, yes. And Archana?
Ritu Maharaj.
Ritu Maharaj, very good, very good. Vandanam?
Mataji, it is that Dhruva Maharaj.
No. Vandanam is Akrura. Dasyam?
Hanumanji.
Yes. Sakhyam?
Arjun.
Atmani Vedanam?
Bali Maharaj.
Yeah. Who did all the 9 devotional service?
Amrish Maharaj.
Very good. Yes. So Amrish Maharaj have perfected. So Prabhupada's like, we may not be able to perfect all the 9, but at least 1 or 2. Shravanam and Kirtanam we can do. Right? Next sloka, Krishna says, very important sloka. Ye yadamam prabhatyante tamsta deva bhajamyaham amavartmanavattante manishya pata sarvashaha. As you all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. So how we approach Krishna, Krishna reciprocates the same way. So we know different examples how Krishna reciprocates. Right? Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini, he reciprocated in Valsalya rasa. And for the cows, which rasas the cows with Krishna? There are 5 primary rasas, right? Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, Valsalya, and Madhurya. So which rasa is the cows with Krishna?
Vatsalya Mataji.
No. Vatsalya is about parental relation, like how Yashoda Maya, Nanda Baba, and Vasudeva, and all that had. So they had a Valsalya rasa means parental relation, like a son. The cows were not in that rasa. Which rasa they can be? Out of all the 5.
Dasya rasa Mataji.
Dasya, it's actually like a servant. But cows were not doing any service as such, but they were in Shantaras. Okay, the cows were in Shantaras. Shanta means neutral. It's a neutral. So it is said, Anantashesh was in Shantaras, cows are in Shantaras, the flute of Krishna, all the ornaments of Krishna are all serving Krishna in Shantaras. Okay, so Krishna reciprocated the same way. And friends were in Sakhyaras, and there was Dasyaras also involved. Okay, and Balram was in which rasa? Balram. Yes. Balram was in which rasa? Which rasa he can be with Krishna? Any idea? You can put in the chat also. Yes, Sakhya. Yes, Balram was in Sakhya. Yes. Then Balram was in Sakyaras. Then only Sakhya. When Krishna used to feel tired, Balram used to massage Krishna's lotus feet. Yes. So that is Dasya. Yes, Dasya. Anyway, the mother says Valsalya, definitely he was Dauji, right? So it definitely he was an elder brother. There was a Valsalya ras. Sakya Ras, yes, Suresh Prabhu, because he was friend. And there was Dasya Ras also. So that means all the 5 rasas. Okay, Balram is the only person who serves Krishna in all the 5 rasas. As Shantaras, Balram expands as Mridanga, Kartal, flute and ornaments and dress and everything. All of the paraphernalia of Krishna, all the expansions of Balram. So in Shantaras, he's serving like that. Dasya, right, he massages Krishna's lotus feet. And yes, Sakya, he plays with Krishna as a friend. And Valsalya, yes, he's elder brother, he takes care of Krishna. And as Madhurya Ras also, he acts as Ananga Manjari. He expands as Ananga Manjari in the Rasalila of Krishna. So in that way, Balram serves Krishna in all the 5 rasas. So how we approach Krishna, Krishna reciprocates the same way. You can see the fruit seller also how Krishna reciprocated. But when Shishupal saw Krishna as the enemy, Krishna also reciprocated the same way. So these are the 5 rasas. There are 7 secondary rasas, total 12 rasas. But the 5 primary rasas you should know. These are the rasas we can develop with Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udariti. Tivrena bhakti yogena yachete purusham param. Akama, if you don't have any desire. Sarva kama va, if you have many desires. Moksha kama, if your desire is to get liberated. Udariti. Tivrena bhakti yogena, you should do intense bhakti. Yachete purusham param to Krishna. Kanksanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devadaha Shipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmacha. Many in this world desire success in fruitive activities and therefore they worship demigods. Quickly, of course, men get results from fruitive work in this world. So they worship demigods. Why? So that to get material benefits. And Lord Shiva is known as what? Because he is easily pleased.
Ashutosh Mataji.
What?
Ashutosh.
Ashutosh. Why is Lord Shiva very easily pleased? Why do you think those who worship Lord Shiva becomes very rich and they get all material opulences, which is temporary, surely, because yes, Nidhi Mataji?
Mataji, because it is like he's engaged in Lord Krishna's devotional service, like remembering him, doesn't want people to disturb him, so he easily gives material pressure to just drive them away.
Yes, so that's what it is said. Like Lord Shiva, it is said that he chants Lord Ram's name. Panchamukha Shiva bole Ram Ram Hare Hare. Chaturmukha Brahma bole Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. So Panchamukha Lord Shiva, that is his Vaishnavanam Yadashambhu, is the best among devotees of Krishna. That's given in Srimad Bhagavatam. That Nimnaganam yada Ganga Devanam Achyuto yada Vaishnavanam yada Shambho Purananam idam tadam. Out of all the rivers, the best is Ganges, and Krishna Achyuta is the worshipable Lord. Vaishnavanam yada Shambho. Out of all the Vaishnavas, it's Lord Shiva is the best Vaishnava or devotee, and Purananam idam tadam. Bhagavatam is the best Purana. So in that it is said that Lord Shiva is the devotee of the Lord Krishna. And so when he used to chant, no one should disturb him. So if somebody goes and asks for material things, the Lord immediately, Lord Shiva immediately sanctions it so that he's not disturbed in his sadhana, or when he's doing devotion, nobody disturbs him. Like sometimes we get taste for chanting and then kids come and your husband or wife comes and asks for something, you'll be like, okay, take and go. Don't disturb me. I'm seriously studying or chanting, or something like when you're seriously doing it, you feel like nobody should disturb you. So similarly, he's called Ashutosh, he's easily pleased. And then you should know that results are temporary. So what should we ask for from Lord Shiva is Krishna Bhakti. That is like permanent. So demigods are not different from forms of God, but they are God's different parts and parcel of Krishna only. God is one and the part and parcel are many. The Veda says, Nityo Nityanam, Chetanas Chetananam, Ego Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman. So God is one. Only thing is they are all part and parcel of Krishna. And Varma Samhita says, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Nagaradi Govinda Sarvakara. So Lord is worshipped by the demigods such as Brahma and Shiva. And Krishna created the 4 Varnas. Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhadusha Tasya Kartaram Avimam Vidhi Akartaram Avyayam. So according to the 3 modes of material nature and the work associated with them, the 4 divisions of human societies were created. And although I'm the creator of the system, you should know that I'm yet the non-doer and being unchangeable. So what do you mean by this statement? That Krishna created this system, the Chaturvarnyam, the Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, right? And then he's saying he created, but he is the non-doer, is unchangeable. What do you mean by that? Krishna is the non-doer. Krishna created it, and based on what? Guna and karma. Okay, not like you're born as a son of a Brahmana, you become a Brahmana. No. You should have the guna and karma. You should know that have the quality and the worth. So, yes, why did Krishna say like that? That he is the non-doer, he is unchangeable.
He is not bound by any gunas.
Yes, Prabhu, he is not bound by it.
He is not bound by any gunas.
Yes.
He is not under the control.
Yes, he is not under any gunas, or he is not under any of these varnas. Yes, Nidhi Mataji, what else?
Mataji, because even if he comes here, one cannot term him, like suppose he comes in a Kshatriya clan, one cannot call him a Kshatriya, one cannot call him a Brahmana or
Yes.
something. He's above all this. He's the Supreme
Yes.
Lord. So
Yes. So since Krishna appeared as the son of Vasudeva, who's a Kshatriya, it doesn't mean Krishna is a Kshatriya. Or he was bought up by Nanda Maharaj, who's a Vaishya. Krishna goes and grazes the cows in Govardhan. That doesn't make him a Vaishya. But because he's transcendental, as Prabhu said, no modes can touch him. So he's a non-doer, unchangeable in the sense these 4 modes doesn't affect Krishna. This is for material persons like us. So based on the Guna and Karma, there can be Brahmanas who study the Vedas, give charity and all that. So Brahmanas are considered the head part of the Lord. And then the Kshatriyas are the arms of the Lord because they fight and protect the citizens. And Vaishyas do Krishi, Goraksha, Vanija. And the Shudras, they help the other class. Okay. The attendance link is posted. Please fill your attendance form. So in spite of his creating the 4 divisions of human society, Lord Krishna does not belong to any of these divisions because he is not one of the conditioned soul, a section of whom from human society. Human society is similar to any other animal society, but to elevate men from animal status, the above mentioned divisions are created by the Lord for the systematic development of Krishna consciousness. So Krishna made this 4 varnas so that we become Krishna conscious. Okay, so that's called Devi Varnashram. So Varnashram is not just Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras. Prabhupada says, can we live without the head? No. So the Brahmana section is the head of the society, right? We can live without the hands and the legs, but then head is the main part. So the Krishna consciousness movement is actually elevating ourselves to the Vaishnava cult, or that's also greater than Brahmanic cult. So training to become Brahmanas. Namam karmani limpati name karma phale spruha iti mamyo abhijananti karma birna sabhadyate. There is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work. So, nachasta karyam karanam chavidyate. There's no activity which Krishna has to do, right? So, why do you say so? Krishna don't have to do anything. See, there is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. Nachasta karyam karanam chavidyate. That's what Shastra says. The Upanishad says that Krishna don't have to do anything. But we see the creation happening, maintenance, and everything is done by the Lord, right? But why is it said that there's nothing for him to do? Yes?
because Mataji, for to do something, there is a motivation to get something. For him, there is no such thing to get. He has everything, all beauty, all
Yes.
renunciation,
Yes.
everything. So that is.
So that is one way of doing it. Yes. But then how is everything happening in the whole world? Krishna.
By
is not
his mere
doing it.
glance, this material creation takes form, Mataji.
Yes. That's what I was looking for. So by glance of the Lord. So Lord glances at the material nature and impregnates it itself. So that means he just have to glance, because Angani is
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes. So Krishna just have to glance on the material nature and creation can happen. He doesn't have to personally do anything. Okay, like how we do. And Krishna's energy is there everywhere. Right? All the demigods are also his part and parcel. They will take care. So Krishna just have to be there. He don't have to personally be there. Only his energy can do things. The living entity is responsible for his own acts. The Lord only gives him facilities through the agency of material nature, the external energy. Anyone who is fully conversant with all the intricacies of law of karma, fruitive activities, does not become affected by the results of his activities. In other words, the person who understands the transcendental nature of the Lord is an experienced man in Krishna consciousness and is never subject to the law of karma. Evam jnatva kritam karma purver api mumukshubhi puru karmeva tasmat tavam purve purva karam kritam. All the liberate souls in ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendent nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty following India's footsteps. So we should perform our duty following the footsteps of great souls. Those who are fully of dirty things can take to the line of Krishna consciousness for a gradual cleansing process. Following the regular principles of devotional service. Those who are already cleansed of the impurities may continue to act in the same Krishna consciousness so that others may follow the exemplary activities and they may